Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sheila and my channel is called Intentional Outlier. In this video I'm going to talk about my vision board for this year. I guess I could make this, well, I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to try, I already started recording this once, so what I'm going to try and do is edit the two together. And the first video talked about the history of the vision board that I had for 2025. I'm going to get into what I'm going to do for 2026. And okay, so I am a person that spends a lot of time on Pinterest and YouTube looking at different productivity tools and ways to improve things, or tools to use for ways to improve things that I'm doing. So I ran across a tool that I hadn't seen before, and it was I'll show you a picture. So basically, it was a, oh, hang on. Let's make that a little bigger. All right, so basically, it's a 64 grid chart that I had, or it was a chart that I hadn't seen before. And basically what they had done was they took whatever their main goal was, and they put it in the middle, and then they built around it. And each thing that was around it was something that if they did that thing, it was directly in support of what their main goal was. So I was like, man, that's something I haven't seen before. I should try that out. So I did a little more research on it. I found out where it came from. I read some books and looked online, found a little bit of stuff about it, other videos on YouTube. But so I'm going to give you kind of the basic overview of what it is. So it's called the Hirata method, and it's been around for a long time. I came across it, like I said, I was on Pinterest. I saw it first on Pinterest. I saw a picture of it, and it's called different things from different people. So I looked up the name on YouTube, and I think I only found like one video that was directly named after that. But then I found a book online that I read the digital version of. It's called the Hirata method. I recommend it. It's a good book. I'm not sponsored. So it's basically, I do have a process improvement lean background. I am a certified green belt. I've done the training for that and gone through the certification process for that. So usually when I hear something along those lines, it kind of perks my ear up a little bit, and I'm like, oh, what's this? So what it does is it's the people side of process improvement. So it encourages people to be more self-reliant, and there's a process, there's a questionnaire, there's tools for how to set goals, and like kind of it's kind of an assessment to see how you rank in different areas of self-reliance. And then once you take that assessment, that gives you your baseline for areas or where your current standing is, and then you can utilize that as a tool to improve yourself. It encourages people to take ownership over their own goals and their own lives, which I'm all for that. And it's the people side of process improvement. It's focusing more on that person and developing that person, because inherently, if they're feeling fulfilled and like they're there for a purpose, then the output that they'll have will ideally and theoretically be better. So yeah, it's a 64 grid chart, and I guess, let's see, I think I have another piece of paper right here. So it starts out like, okay, so your main goal would be right here in the middle, and then you would build around it. And then for those, you would also build another grid chart of things that can support that category. So I'm gonna show you mine. And what I did for this time was I put 2026 as my center, and then so it's the main focus is these are the things that I'm going to focus on this year. So I will grab that. Just one, please hold. Ouch. I have some things that want to come in through the board at me. Okay, so I did drop 2 of my stickies. So already areas to improve on it because we're losing stickies. All right, so basically this is what mine looks like for this year. So like I said, the middle is 2026. My categories are home, self-care, money, family, merry weather, growth, work, and health. So then I break these off into, so this first one is home up here. So these 8 categories are things within my house and focus areas in my home. So I have my pantry, my kitchen, bedroom, or bathroom, living room, my yard, my front yard, my backyard, so yards, the basement, and my bedroom. And then the next one is self-care. And my categories for that are therapy, road trips, facials, eating out, massage, movies, manicure, and pedicure. So those are all things that will help support self-care. That's one of the things that I'm trying to put a little more focus into this year, is being more intentional about those things. Okay, so money is, so the things that I have for money are my budget, no spend days, 1 year ahead, savings challenges, using what I have, secondhand only, and then the envelope challenges and sinking funds. And then when you come down here, this is my health, doing different 30-day challenges, spending time in the garden, sleeping, drinking water, my diet, exercise, meal planning, and meal prepping. So all things that can support me being, support my health, basically. And then work is, yeah, the bottom row is not doing so great. Okay, so work, I'm going to work on communication, learning, listening, taking vacations, because I have a tendency to not do that, teaching, taking a breath, and then I'm going to work on my resume, and a development plan for myself. And then for growth, I'm going to do some reading, learning some new skills, some classes, work, make sure I spend time in my hobbies, try something new, explore, and 75 hard. If you're not familiar with 75 hard, I encourage you to go to Andy Frisella's site. He's got a YouTube channel, he's got a podcast where he talks about that. He's the creator of that. So if you're interested in that, I have done it. Let's see, I did it. I completed 75 hard once. And then I did a couple phases of the Live Hard program as well. And I have definitely some lessons learned from that. And I did see that it was a huge benefit to me. And it is something that I'm going to do again this year. Okay, so in Merriweather, for her, it's food prep, flea meds, food shopping, snuggles, her nails, taking her for walks, and her ears. And I lost one. I don't know where it went. Oh, the other one for growth is creating things. And this is part of, these videos are supporting that to a degree as well. Okay, so family, communicate, birthdays, dinner, having coffee with them, sharing ideas, sending cards, sending gifts, and connecting. So those are some of the areas that I think that will help support my relationships with the people in my family, and also my friends. Like, all, you know, family isn't only people that are blood related. I definitely have some people in my life that are not, and they're basically my brothers and sisters as well. So, yeah. So these are the categories. This is the way that I broke it down. And I'll move this to the side. And then I took that. So that was that step of it. And then with that, I translated that into my vision board, which is over here because I moved it, for 2026. So this one, and this is part of the worksheets and the assessments and all that with the Harada method as you're working through it and setting all the stuff up. It teaches you how to kind of set the goals and set your intentions for things as well. So for this year, I have this is going to be the vision board that hangs on my wall. So I have a 12-month emergency fund. I'm going to add the amount that I need for that, because I just figured that out earlier tonight. And then the next thing is prioritize self-care. I work towards my purpose, and I grow every day. My home is calm. Merriweather is happy and healthy. I connect with my family, and I'm in the best health of my life. So with each one of these, there's more on here than there were last year. But I wanted something that was geared towards each of the 8 categories that are on my chart. So that's how I did that. And then the majority of this stuff is stuff that I had on hand. And then I got the board from a thrift store. So let's see. And then let's see if I can get this to reach over here. I decided this year that I was going to treat myself a little bit to a new toy. Let's see if I can get it to come over here. So I bought myself a Skylight. I am not sponsored. I'm not recommending that everybody go out and buy one. But this is one of the tools that I'm going to be incorporating with my grid chart and then my vision board. Instead of a paper planner, I'm going to be using this instead. So what I've done with this is I have tailored this to my needs and I'm still figuring it out because it is a new toy. So I used the task section of this to go ahead and make the categories. So self-care, family, work, growth, and then the health, home, money, and Merriweather. And then on notebook paper, I went through and I figured out how often I'm going to do the things that I have on the grid chart. So for instance, for Merriweather, for her every day, I check her ears and I check her nails to make sure if they need to be trimmed, or if, hang on, gotta check the battery. Okay, I think we're okay. So I check her nail. So yeah, for her, I do her ears, her nails every day. We're going on walks every day, snuggles every morning. And then for this one, it's flea meds every 30 days. I haven't done that. So once I check that off, it'll move it to 30 days out. So that'll give me the reminder then. This one, so I haven't quite figured out how to, I accidentally put times on the ones that say they're 3 hours late because really, I'm not that stringent when, like, it doesn't have to be done by a certain time of the day, just before I go to bed that night. And then, so for my growth, one of the things that I'm doing, and I'm experimenting with this too, is one of my hobbies is diamond painting, and I told myself that I can't buy anymore until I work through some of my stash. So I'm allowing myself, for every 20 diamond paintings that I finish, that I can buy one. So this is a tracking system that's set up that way, that for right now, it's just set up every week or weekly I work on the diamond paintings. And then I can give myself a star. So, I'll show you what it does when it's kind of fun. It gives me little things that come down the screen. It's pretty great. So, yeah, that's one of the reward features that's on here for me. But, and then it also helps with, let's see, let's go back to, so like for meal planning, I've already got my meal plan for this week. And then I already set up my one for next week. So I'm still learning the ropes on that. And then the lists. These are the lists for in there. I went through and I color coded everything, so it would match the sticky notes that are on the board. And these are just one-time things, or like my grocery list to support my meal plan, which supports my health. So it's all connected. It's all working towards moving that needle towards those goals. So I'm pretty excited about this. It's a fun new toy. Again, I'm not recommending everybody go out and buy one. Please don't do that. But yeah, so this is kind of, I had definitely done like the paper planners and those kinds of things quite a bit, just a regular notebook paper too. But so that's kind of the gist of the things that I'm going to be using this year for my vision board, and to help me obtain the goals that I have. So if there's any questions, please ask. And I'm really looking for recommendations for future videos. I want to make sure that what I'm putting out is what people want to see or want to hear about. If there's anything that you'd like me to elaborate more on, I can do that too. Or if there's anything that I can do to improve. I'm always looking for ways to improve what I'm doing. All right, that's it. Thank you. I'll see you next time.